kukachemuka ni bala. Elevating tunapanda juu kama bei ya bidhaa. In the place tunawakilisha tuko kwa stage tunawika za shule. Na yo base hapa bado utafika. Bidi imejua tumefika. Kaze hata kama ni kumoto. Moment inasema kuna joto lakini zote tumeweka ni kwa moshi. This is what it. Mini utwamta najiamini. Na nataka kwenda far najiamini. Yeah, ajiri kwa vijana najiamini. Manigirizi kwa kwa najiamini. Mini utwamta najiamini. Na nataka kwenda far najiamini. Ajiri kwa vijana Buda boss nacheza chini. Yeah, nimeacha kucheza chini juu ya mada na Buda hate juu ya dini. Shaka menjoni ya nini. As they walk as I keep winning. We want it in Bokati. Do believe it. Metulia vijana. Cheers for the paper no kitu tu ya maana. Failing making another shilling. When to my dreams I feel like I'm the sailing. Thanks to Ajiri life is so appealing. Mini you don't touch najiamini. Na nataka kwenda far najiamini. Ajiri kwa vijana najiamini. Madigiri kwa baba najiamini. Bado tunataka kuwapigana kiboko yao. Asante, wapigie makofi mazuri. We gavana na kiasuma uma wa maina wa kanisa muno na maina wa kibindu wa uma ambata ona memo biketu ne beba nongula wembe abeto watu alani ine kwa jenguleva wanano ndani mtetezi ni zengula ndaba yuano mabike butu alani yumwana alani etete ba okwewe ye yumundu ngwendo yetu ni gavana ndina muthocha athochwa na ndwa ambone ngana wadi bayo tiyo kwikiwa we Waneko ni videzi sio mweneti ya mundu watu alani. Haya basi dinji utaharakisha kidogo wakati wetu umetembea kidogo na ende yu waya mbone bena asani meke barukanio we naende mweko kila mumutethesie. Haya tunga meidi ondende mwano tekumbemwe DJ newa nye ni jugwana nundu beno mambo ne meba moge mandethie nundu ni kwatia mheshimiwa ngawa na nondo ambone njizira ikwana mambo ne wa mfiose kwa nini moke ba aya DJ twende Azwaili bano maize, bekumbane ina ndiazi. Azwaili bano maize, mtoto wa nyoka ni maize, mtoto wa nyoka ni nyoka. Azwaili ni maize, 2022 junior kibela ni jagu, 2022 junior kibela ni jagu. Ulingana maendeleo ala junior tukite, ulingana maendeleo ala junior tukite. Atatano kwake yitaka magana mambesa, atatano kwake yitaka magana mambesa. Ayaka motamo katata magana mambesa, ayaka motamo katata magana mambesa. Akukudange mauta magana mambesa, akukudange mauta magana mambesa. Tuenda motamo iwezi wea wakata junior, tuenda motamo iwezi wea wakata junior. Morning from the Messi Jagu, why the morning from the Messi Jagu, why the Gelongo, Messi Jagu, why the Gelongo, Messi Jagu, why the Giwasi, come up Messi Jagu, why the Giwasi, come up Messi Jagu. I got you. kuma kaunti ya Makueni. Nunu yetu kuna kibila kuma kaunti ya Makueni. Kitumia mwekana wa mwaitu mezi ya nichagu. Kitumia mwekana wa mwaitu mezi ya nichagu. Kila penda kwa kujunia mandele omoge. Kila penda kwa kujunia mandele omoge. Tulenda mekola zangili kukwito. Tulenda mekola zangili kukwito. Tomi nomba zakuwa, aiboje simo. Tomi nomba zakuwa, aiboje simo. Makueni kukwito, tulenda abutani. Makueni kukwito, tulenda abutani. Waenda mboni kwamde mezi ya nichagu. Waenda mboni kwamde mezi ya nichagu. Waenda kilongo kilome mezi ya nichagu. Waenda kilongo kilome mezi ya nichagu. Waenda kibwezi kambo mezi ya nichagu. Waenda kibwezi kambo mezi ya nichagu. Jumia nichagu. Nichagu. Just kambo. Wasa kibila junior ndo kwa ni muiga. Wasa kibila junior ndo kwa ni muiga. Amande majobu junior oyende raiva. Amande majobu junior oyende raiva. Nanundu ngole yani osoni umwe. Nanundu ngole yani osoni umwe. Ala matena masomo kutosha watenge miradi. Matena masomo kutosha watenge miradi. Wafanye kazi watize toto zao. Wafanye kazi watize toto zao junior. Waenda mboni kwamde mezi ya nichagu. Waenda mboni kwamde mezi ya nichagu. Waenda kilongo kilome mezi ya nichagu. Waenda kilongo kilome mezi ya nichagu. Waenda kibwezi kambo mezi ya nichagu. Waenda kibwezi kambo mezi ya nichagu junior.
A lot of good youth issues with us. VSO, Felix, kindly a minute to let these young people know there are opportunities all over, and then I will bring in Director Procurement, and then I will proceed with another. Your Excellency, if you notice, we also have a sign language interpretation.
Hi. Ende gulawa umiandani mutetezi ba.
And all protocols observed. Good afternoon. My name is Felix Mwendo. I work for VSO Kenya here in Makueni, based in Makueni. And one thing I want to appreciate Your Excellency, sir, because you've done a really good job in terms of appointment. When you look at all the appointees of the county that you did, even if they are not young people, they are youthful. And that's a very good thing that you did to Makueni. We really applaud you for that. And last time I was discussing when we were launching Madet, and I was talking to young people about this generation. It's very interesting in this generation that we are, and before I talk about VSO, what we are doing, this is a generation of disruption. And you've seen how disruptions have been made here. And you can notify the energy that is in here. It's really the right energy for Makueni. And you want to maybe utilize that energy to have impact in Makueni. And that's why we came here today to have a dialogue. This is not an event for development partners. It's not an event for the county. About VSO. VSO is an international organization. About VSO. VSO is an international organization. We have been in Makueni for quite a number of years. And we have supported so many young people. And when VSO came in here, and just to mention, VSO involved is voluntary service overseas. We were working with young people to bring skills in the societies where we were working in, and Makueni being one of them. And from that time, we have been engaging volunteers from outside Kenya. But after COVID, when we really didn't have much happening, the approach changed, and we started using volunteers and young people in our communities to build the capacities of other young people in Makueni. And that's how we came to being in VSO Makueni. We have supported in previous project which was called
Why do you need to be Agpo, youth, women and persons with disability? And why do you need to get that certificate? One, ila ndo mekwe wa apply for tenders. You will not be required kunenga deleto tender security. Ilaitwa bid bond. Yes, ni mumisi one ndangi menyumine so participate kwa tenders. So tender security. Ukanenga wa form mugu social ita tender securing declaration form. Kundu kuhusu ya tender security. Wesa kubahatika. Wabahatika wasinda uyawa 5 million and above. 5 million and above. Pela jitawa performance bond kana performance security. Ila lita kunenga no up to 10% ya value la wakwata. Mundo wa Agpo ndaile itakwitwa. Ndaile kwikata. Na in case aketwa ile kutoka 1% of the contract amount. Kwa take a calculation. Assuming wakwata wa 5 million, 1% ya 1 million ni chao. Nitao 5,000, isn't it? 5,000. So you see it's next to zero, isn't it? And yeah, just 5,000. Therefore, no, so you can make sure no acquire certificate issue. If it account on a letter say in performance contracting, let us yaka na nete unenga na we are 30%. Na tita between a sakana through his excellency kana nongi nati ati undo tada ni tetekweka, and therefore mwishwa kana we also tazite tsengeta aside itu dikunenga na for HPO category. So I can only encourage you modi register company muhimu wa certificate hizi ya Agpo moke ofisi moko ofisi no director procurement director ndio need kuitha ebo we wabika the first person wamwe au get ku pre-qualify company yako you will be attended to. Hapo si ni sawa sawa? So uhitaji kuwa unajua mtu yoyote. You just walk into the office and you'll be attended to. The other place you may be able to get Agpo opportunities. No alika kwa website ya Makueni County. Ilate kwa advertise tenders. Nitikete kuikia muno na either lazima tikie. Kwa no siyomo kasisi. Mala mengi na witi na ndonema siasa what we say advertising in the newspapers, that is the Daily Nation and all that. Nowadays government has said we don't need to go that route. So the only requirement is we advertise in the tenders website, and therefore that is why I urge you have a phone. Nowadays almost everybody has a smartphone. Have a phone. For the people who maybe are disadvantaged, they are blind or something like that, either we na mundu to na kote desi identify someone to be able to help you. Nemo atakuya balamu kwa maziambesa ndokasiendu wasawia. Nemo ndokasiendu wasawia. Ila whether we boxed. When you are boxed, that is the time you think better, isn't it? So once you get a job, you'll get a guy somewhere to finance you or to do business with you. And that is why we encourage you get a job, whether it is for 200,000, start from somewhere and start this financial year. Si hapo ni sawa sawa? I'm sure most of the times when we meet you on procurement matters, you want to ask questions. I'm sure you really have a lot of questions. I'm sure we are going to continue having engagement, but I would probably open the floor for just one question or two regarding AGPO or getting of government opportunities. Any question? Anywhere, there is one. Yes, please.
Kuja, just come.
Any other question? Any other person can ask a question?
Your Excellency, one of the major things that we want to do today is to create curiosity so that people now can find reason to visit the offices without fear.
Nilikuwa nauliza kama hiyo procurement ni ya watu wote peke yao ama wageni pia wako welcome.
Thank you. That's a very good question. Agupo is Agupo everywhere in this country. Sawa. Hata ukienda Machakos, once you register your company, you can still do business where? There. Hapo ni sawa. Kwa hivyo sio watu wa wote peke yake, it is persons from Director Mutinga. There's another question there. So it is any Agupo from anywhere. Then the other thing that I need to mention is that on top of the Agupo, we are also required by the law to set aside at least 20% of the procurable budget to residents. Muimaku. So on top of that, is your what percentage? 30 plus a minimum of 20. And as a county, we have said we are not even doing 20. We are doing 40 plus. Sio ni mzuri? So I can tell you, so that is 70%. We are Makueni County. Tiendone ngando mapa. Numwebwala wati wala manake nonde nosongewa. Sawa tusate kwa swali.
I adopt all protocols as already established. My name is Theophilus Madendu from Mukia. My question is, when I see we have like 4 companies which are registered here, and I'm one of them. But there's this requirement when you submit the tender documents, you are asked to prove with at least 3 clients that you have done before. Now you are telling us to go and register companies and you bring. Please, will you consider those previous clients that you have served?
Thank you. That's a very good question. I was heading there. You see, reserving job for AGPO is an affirmative action, isn't it? So one of the requirements, there's a circular from the National Treasury, because even the capacity building of the AGPO and anything related with the AGPO, the National Treasury reserved the right. Tunaelewana hapo? Mpaka hapo? So one of the requirements is that mtu wa Agupo afai kuitishwa mambo ya previous experience, not unless it is a competitive job that is open to everyone. Hapo tumeelewana? So we are cognizant of that fact that in other places, and probably we cannot say that we are that clean, but we are looking at a possibility and a situation whereby we have to be fully compliant, and therefore going forward mtu wangu po ile kitu anaitishwa, hata kuna wale wanaitishwa audited accounts, si ndio? Unaitishwa tu, what is required kuitishwa mtu wangu poni uwe na an account. You can get a letter from the bank just to confirm that you have a bank account. You are not supposed to be asked even whether you can access money, you can do anything, whether you have done a job previously. Once you have that certificate, you are not subjected to that. And therefore, when we are giving out jobs specifically reserved to AGPO, hiyo hatutaitisha mambo ya experience. Hapo ni sawa sawa? Tutaitisha vitu zingine ambazo mko nazo. But where umeona kazi ya 20 million, 10 million, na umeamua kuapply, kupambana na wale majamaa wengine, si ni sawa sawa? Hapo you will have to adhere to the requirements of that particular tender. Is that okay? So going forward, your concern will be sorted. Because of time, maybe I can take last question, if there is any.
I think ni vizuri director, one of the big things we wanted ni to create that anxiety, kutaka mtu wakuje. Kwa hivyo maswali hutajibu yote, ndio tunataka watu wakuje wapi? Kwa ofisi.
Thank you.
Ndio vitu zile zingine nyingi wajue ziko wapi.
Thank you. So enjoy the rest of the session, and looking forward to start receiving you anytime from next week. Sini sawa sawa? Or even today.
Leo ni Monday, kwa hivyo tunataka waanze kukuja saa hii. Mkitoka hapa mwanze kukuja ofisi.
Namba ya simu? Okay. Sawa. Yes, yenye nikikosa kushika una drop text. Si ni sawa? Just in case nikose kama saa hizi sinaongea hapa. Unaweza piga nikose kushika but nitarudisha. So 0719 0719 186 4 0719 186 444. Tafadhali usitume document kwa WhatsApp, leta document hard copy. Ni sawa? Haya.
Asante. The director umane we smart. Amemegeta ukukundi wa Makueni we mutheu. Ningi no sawa. Ya excellent. Unasikia na wengine wanasema potential. Mimi sijasema. Your Excellency, mimi siwezi sema hivyo. Your Excellency, the next people that I'm going to call, I will give them only 3 minutes so that they say a few things, and some of them, Your Excellency, are part of us, young people who came through us and they are doing something. We want these young people to know for sure they can be able to, and they are not employed by the county. They have run with some things with themselves, and they are actually doing something which is possible for them also. And towards the end also, then I have 3 of them in such a manner, and then I will have Masako representing National Government Director Youth Office, the Youth Office. Now, I want to call upon Mambo for Ajiri. Huyu kijana has also been mentored by my waziri here, and I can see waziri anaangalia kifurahia, because this is a reason why we are here. Young people who are able to work at the comfort of their homes. Tuambie namna gani?
Good afternoon. Your Excellency the Governor, our host Waziri Nicholas, Waziri wetu wa ICT, Madam Elizabeth, and our Waziri Environment. Karibuni sana huko. So, I work with that company called Ajiri. Ajiri is a collaboration between the county government of Makueni and the MasterCard Foundation through the leadership of the governor Makueni County, because of the plans that he has for the youth. So what we do in Ajiri, one of the things that we do is mentorship, training, and job placement. So like right now, when we are right here, we have some trainings that are going on. Today we are training on personal branding and marketing. We have about 70 students that are attending. Last week we had financial management. We had about 150 beneficiaries. And still last week we had another one on mental health, because mental health is very keen for us. We had about 350 students that benefited. So apart from that, we also do music production for free. And everything I'm saying right now, we do them for free. You don't need to pay anything or need any connection. When you see me, when you see Derek, you have the connection. So sisi ndio tunafanya hizo vitu na tunafanya free. Kama mmesikia hiyo muziki inaitwa Najiamini by the Makud team, by the Makud team, kina Kalibi na Mode, that has been produced at the studio for free. We have produced over 50 songs since inception on March 21st, 2023. And we have had about 500 visits at our center. So where is our center? Our center is at the Hotel Public Green Park. Kuja hapo anytime, we are ready for you na tutakusaidia. And just to make a very small testimony, Mode. Where is Mode? Mode. Yo. Yes. Yes, so part of what we've been able to achieve so far through Ajiri and through his talent, he has been called for more than 3 TV shows, and one of them was just last weekend on TV 254, just to tell you the kind of impact you are making in society. So karibuni sana, na my number is nametoa video, and we are planning to do a video for Makueni, the Makueni Ndo home. I hope that we can get a chance to perform that before the event ends. So asante sana. My number is 0723.
Ndio ndo enasi. Ndio ndo enasi yenye.
0723 584 510. Na mbesuti neno sindu si ajiri sisioka. Aya, asante. Mwema kwa tu. Aya, asante sana.
Asante mambo, asante. There are potentials here. These young people have just been created here, and Waziri Education, ICT and Education, thank you. You are really making it that we can go digital. Anakia was Your Excellency tuendo mamane kuyo siendo ingi na nipo hii no kuikalamana. I think one of my interactions with the late Honorable Mutula Kilonzo Senior, may his soul rest in peace, taught me one thing, that he has no time for tokenism, because tokenism is rewarding laziness. And that was his mantra. And he taught me that, and I am sure. Lakini no ugili obiriro ukewo kasimo no munene na kunzobe munene na kunzobe na osa izu wese ama iyo nage onyomba bando inyeche lakini tuyenda anake siendo siyokwo tio mwana anake azuba mwamona majina ba ayune naona mukumbo no wakwata mundu wa mu digitally umwekumbia nesa tigo mambo mukumbo ndukamutie nego dawizi ikuma. Asante. Your Excellency, I want to bring Karen. Karen works with Jumuisha. She's the lead of Jumuisha initiative. Jumuisha is one of the youth-led nitaziita NGOs ambazo zinasaidia vijana, na ameniambia nikimwangalia vizuri atakuwa ananipea some funding wakati niko na vitu kama hivi. Ameniambia kama ningemwambia mapema angewaletea t-shirt wote. Karibu tuambie ni nini tutaweza ni nini hao vijana wanaweza pata, na wewe ulipata juzi tu.
Asante sana director.
Asante.
Kwa His Excellency the Governor Mutula Kilonzo Jr. and my former boss Nicholas, Waziri Youth CEO, and my neighbor Kisombo, Waziri Sonia, and Waziri Naomi, right? No, sorry, Elizabeth. We'll interact more. We'll interact more. The director, CEO, staff present, fellow youth serving organizations. Na wenye Makueni, good afternoon. Mwenye museo na mabi down there. Kwangedele obal. Memuja. Nice, awesome. So my name is Karen Munyai. I lead an organization called Jumuisha Initiative. And the Jumuisha Initiative is a CBO that works here in Makueni County. We work with youth mainly to try and include them in socioeconomic development. And I have learned, let me say that I have learned all that I do through the Directorate of Internship. I was an intern there back in 2015. And everything from program planning all the way to budgeting are things I learned from the county treasury. And I really thank you for that. And our projects, we work with youth in areas climate change, tutapanda miti sana, and we also do community development, and also a unit that we call Jumuisha Academy, and Jumuisha Academy does a lot of mentorship. And our community development unit is where we house the Youth Resiliency and Belonging Project that is targeting to see how we can bring up youth from whatever they are doing. We have youth that are engaged in different activities, like the 6 youth groups that we are working with from Kaiti and Boni. They have their own projects that they have started and they've been running for a couple of years. And we are upscaling that because we are looking at empowering youth and seeing that we have a community that has youth who are resilient and have a sense of belonging. So I know this is a project that is going to benefit most of us, like Kina Katani, Kina Nzoni New Era, Kina the vegetable growers and all. Yeah, I've seen you. Awesome. And we are looking at even expanding this to the rest of the county. Of course, with the help of our partners, our donors, and also maybe if you get others from wherever you are, we can always scale this up to the entire county. So that is what we do. And I'd really call out and hope that leo tutaongea vitu moba hapa, si ndio? Na mtaona watu wengi sana wamefanya vitu zenye zimesucceed, si ndio? But even within our own areas, ebu angalia ni wapi penye uko na unaweza scale up aje, si ndio? Because at the end of the day as youth, what we are looking at is, are we able to sustain ourselves? Are we able to earn a living? Are we able to depend on ourselves? Because the future that we are looking for is us. We are not looking for another future. It is us to create it. So at the end of the day, even after we've done all the projects and programs and you've hang out na tume dance, it means whatever makes more meaning is what you take home. Sindio? Nimeongea mingi. Wacha nifike hapo kwa leo. Ofisi yetu iko Equity Bank hapo juu. So if you need to engage us more, you can always visit. Asante. 07 Office yetu is always open, apart from when you have forums like this. So you can visit Equity hapo juu. But my number is 0724601514. And we came in with Youth Jumuisha Initiative members. Where are you? Where are we? Awesome. So they can actually, you can actually reach out to them, and then they can direct you effectively. Thank you.
Ama kibwezi na desire kwa mandeba asenda hiyo kwa desire ni wajumuisha na nini sino kumonia how to find donors, because these young people, Your Excellency, have just come through our offices here. Your Excellency, now I want to bring one of big success stories. Very young, an intern of 2020, Corona time, successfully engaged in agriculture, and Ebiani, I think I know you know. Ebiani, a young lady that maeke kuona da umemeka asiendo. Sieka wangidani ni 8. Actually nieke asiaka 8. And wanini 2020 just the other day was it. And this young lady you visit Ebiani, you really wonder whether this has been happening for how long. I want you to come. Come and tell these young people it is possible to do it in agriculture. Your Excellency, one thing I have learned. One thing I have learned is work, and hard work is actually the way to success. Kwa tutabia. No imatabia India no akane no possible okuimebiane. Asante.
Your Excellency, our able governor, and all the protocols observed, I'm Jambo. My name is Faith Mumo, the CEO Befa Animal Feeds and Ibiani Farm. I'm a beneficiary of an internship at Makueni County. It's an initiative that instilled me with a lot of knowledge, and from those knowledges, I saw an opportunity and ran with it, and that's why I'm here to talk to you about it. Befa Feeds is a company I started after the ATC Feed Center, which not really starting, but I piloted. I was in charge of the feed center and the fish farming at Kwakadoka, the hatchery, and at some point the raw material, because of the protocols that we have in the county, it took a process for the materials to be procured. So I saw an opportunity in that, and because of the delayed payments that there was a boom, and we topped up with a loan, and that's how we started Befa Feeds, Animal Feeds, which is a factory manufacturing all animal feeds at Kwakadoka Market. Iviani Farm is a company which we are trying to envision it to be a center of excellence. We are training different youth and women. Currently, now there's a training of East Africa, NView East Africa, in conjunction with BioVision, which is ongoing on regenerative agriculture at the farm. It's a farm that we started in 2021. We started with fish farming and archery, to be precise, a fish archery that we do artificial. My background is BSc in fisheries and aquaculture, so we do artificial propagation of fish. We do surgeries and vitu mingi hapo. When you come there you would learn. And we started to sell fingerling to several parts of the county, and because we had the same issue with the feed center, also the archery at ATC collapsed, and I saw an opportunity again in that, because we had clients we had at ATC, so I tapped into them to be my customers. So we also sold the same to we sell the same fingerlings to several counties, including Bungoma, Siaya, and through that, what we gained from that, Iviani Farm is nestled on a 20-acre mango farm with 970 trees, and because of the lower prices of mangoes, we developed a factory of drying mangoes, which we export to different countries overseas, and such as Italy, US, South Africa, and Rotterdam in Netherlands. So we are helping, tunasaidiana na the county government kununulia wakulima maembe, because we had a pinch of those broker bad prices. So that's how we came up with that. And we also have other projects like beehives and apiary and aquaponics, agriculture, all aspects of agribusiness. You'll find them in Vianney Farm, but we are modeling them to be like a model farm whereby our youths and all farmers can learn and get all the experiences. All these projects we did not start with our own being given. I said I'm intern, so it means I was not financially stable as such. So I heard one of the speakers talk about funding, which I think with the youth, what I can encourage you is don't fear the loans. Actually, those people who are focused in life and focused in their business, it's more that they have started it with a loan or a top of a loan, because that loan will keep you in focus, because you know, and if you bridge it, you will be in trouble. So thank you. The other thing that I can encourage the youth, as he said, I talk about my success story, is let's go with technology, where like the fish farming that I have, fish and Makueni, they cannot be in the same sentence. I received trainers who want to make that a training center from Food Tech Africa. And then they were like, this is fish, like fish in Makueni, they have never heard of that. But we are doing it using the minimal water because of technology. I keep on researching. You see that free time that you have, don't use it to see TikTok and dance there, unless you want to make it something to earn living. Keep on researching new methods of farming, and more so farming, because in farming, in agriculture is where the money is. Don't struggle for these white collar jobs. They are not so promising like agribusiness. So we are encouraging youth to come at Vianney Farm, mkuje msome na sisi. We also ask the governor and the delegation of the county to help us train these farmers through maybe a facility like Vianney Farm, ATC, and other facilities. They should benchmark. You see, we can tell the youth go and practice this, enda mujianjiri, but now how? Like now I can't tell some. going to, how it is done. They have to be taught, they have to be guided from like what in fish farming. We have to work with her for the first session until he or she harvests. So they should be trained and thoroughly trained, and I think it should be hands-on training, not theory. Given even when we came out of the school, we have to be trained so that you hands-on, so that you can know what that was written in the book. So for those who won't be successful in doing the agribusiness, at Iviani Farm we also offer employment. Currently, when we are at normal run, we employ 50. We have 15 permanent employees which are on, and during the peak season of mangoes, we employ up to 40 people, whereby some are collecting mangoes, women are peeling, because we don't want to use automatic machines that make work easier and to koseshe watu kazi. We do it manually and chap, and that's how we put that plate on the table, and that's one of the things that make us very proud, adding on getting to have farmers find a ready market in us. So thank you, and we are hoping to work with you. Asanteni sana.
Just before you go, you know, I was afraid of coming because I niona iko na bisa nongukia nikiwa down. Kata biandwai 2020. Now you, how long a journey?
It's the 2023 will be processing mangoes for the third year, so it's 2 years.
Excellency and Lumona must be so long.
No.
We want things to be immediate also.
Yes.
Like it has taken you some time. Sindio? Anake? Nimuona? I work it aja?
BSc Fisheries and Aquaculture.
BSc. Your Excellency, BSc has a lot of mathematics. So you see, it is not our education, it is our work ethic. How much are we putting in to you and Your Excellency yana kwata BSc ni enda uko nandike. Nandiasi anemosomu. Na ukwanza we haina chance nondo wesi ile bao na internship. So she had even a claim. I'm learned. Nimesoma na no ni easy, but what did she see? An opportunity. Thank you very much. That is what we want young people to know. Opportunities all over. Mwenda namba. Lakini tia TikTok. Ama ni mwenda udie biane. Wape namba.
0703 710 573. Mpige mchana, and then let's keep tukua focused. We'll
focus.
Get there.
I love that. Focus. Anagama yata. Kendo ni jao. Ni focus. Thank you. Mwagapi kuoga. Your Excellency, that young lady who has just come found Mwakabi. Mwakabi was the one mentoring her. Your Excellency, what else is there in agriculture? Because we also wanted these young people to know, besides seeing somebody who has done it, what else is your government offering through the Department of Agriculture? Mwakabi.
Thank you.
3 minutes.
Your Excellency and all protocols observed. For those who don't know me, I'm Justice Mwakabi. Mimi ni mshirikishi wa vijana mambo ya kilimo biashara. I'm a youth coordinator agribusiness. Faith is one of our successful youth, or rather progressive youth in agribusiness. We also have many others who are in other value chains, and mine is to just say, because when they came, they were quite a number, and actually one of the guys wenye walikuwa nafanya pamoja is the manager kwake, amemwajiri wenye walikuwa internship pamoja, and they went through the same trainings that we were doing, Mine is to encourage you, the young people, because like now we receive so many attaches and interns and apprentices. Na ukikuja unapata mtu anasema mimi nimesomea mambo ya accounting, nimefanya mambo business management, nimefanya mambo ya administration, so I don't want to learn about other things. Kwa mfano mzuri, Faith when she came alikuwa anafanya mambo ya samaki, lakini alianzia na project ya kuku, akalisha kuku 600 akauza. Alinunua I think vifaranga wa 100 shillings akauza at 600 after 4 months. She got about a profit of about 180,000. Then kutoka hapo ndio aliingia akapanda maharagwe huko kwao Sultan before akuja hapa. Akapata 21 bags of ile yellow beans. Akauza moja at 10,000. Ile gunia ya 100 kilos. Akalipo 210,000. Then from there hiyo pesa kidogo ndio walikuwa nasanya, na ile ilikuwa imechelewa kama mshahara yao ya interns. Mimi ni kuwauliza nimesikia bwana director procurement alikuwa anauliza ni wangapi wako na kampuni, ana masking. Ni wangapi hapa wako na vikundi ama wako kwa vikundi, youth groups? Ni nani hapa wako kwa kikundi? Inua mkono, because that is where the secret is. Now those groups, I know we have seen so many beneficiaries of our programs that we have in the Department of Agriculture, Irrigation Life. Kama huko kwa kikundi, ni vizuri kujua we have opportunities in the department na ambazo zinapeana grants. We have like a World Food Program through the county ina support vikundi. Tuko na FAO, najua kuna kikundi ya Faith this year wame benefit kutoka kwa mradi ya funded by Mastercard. They will be doing a project in their farm this year. Kuna wengine pia kutoka Ukia na wengine wamepata pia on pasture commercialization. Najua kwa muda na mara mingi wanaifrika watasema sisi hatuna shamba la kufanya. Lakini nitakuambia like now Faith is a program they doing with the Belinda and it's Belinda Melinda Bill for atakuuzia fingerling kamoja shilingi 10, then after like a few months then now they have a market selling the catfish to UN market. I'm looking at Agatha, Madam Agatha. Kama hizi vikundi zinaweza qualify for the youth fund. Faith tells me to have a fish pond, ile a standard one, 8 by 6. You only need 70,000. Youth fund is giving us 100,000. Na 70,000 ni kuchimba hiyo shimo, uwekewe karatasi ya liner, uwekewe fingerlings, kuna chakula hapo ndani, na mpaka management uuze samaki wako with 70,000. Now there's a group that is doing that in Mchitwandei na zingine mingi. We can tap these opportunities. Unaweza identify mtu kama mimi nikiwe na pai kwa mfano. Then you have a market. You can go for making money. Tunaelewana? Yes. Unaweza kuwa like now you have another youth, your excellency who is doing over 7,000 improved chicken. Yes, I told you. We have others who are doing layers, mambo ya samaki. Na kama kuna county tuna consume mambo ya mayai ni hapa Makueni. Unaweza kuwa na soko ya mayai mahali na ujue mkulima mwenye ana produce, because you cannot have producers, tukue na watu wengine wanaitwa marketers, tunaweza kuwa na agro processors kama Faith na watu wengine wengi. You just identify an opportunity and you run with that one. Usiseme mimi nilisomea hii maneno, I want to stick to that. Tunaelewana? Kwa hivyo let's coordinate. We have a forum for Makueni youth in agribusiness that we share the activities that we're doing, we share our experience and the challenge that we are facing. Ukiwa na opportunity tutarusha hapo. We network, tuone ni vipi tutaweza kujidumu kimaisha. Kwa hivyo mimi ni kuwa challenge tu. Opportunities ziko, ni sisi, we go for them. We used to do with VSO. Dilikuwa tukitrain kitambo, unainua tu shilingi 100 unasema I want to give this money to someone. Watu wanainua mikono wakisema I need, nataka. But it is the only person mwenye alikuwa anatembea ku grab the money ndio alikuwa anaenda nayo. Ni sawa sawa vijana. My number is 0707 0707 03 77 07. We have donor programs zinaendelea under the department mingi sana. Like now mwaka ndio unaanza. I hope by the end of the financial year tutakuwa na watu wengi. Hata Ngula nimekuona hapa youth president. You know, Moane, there's a group that benefited with a complete cyber cafe. Yes. Walipata computers, printers na kila kitu, and say they are running. So it is what you want that you can only be supported to do. Thank you very much, Director. Asante.
Thank you Mwakavi. Your Excellency, naona chairman wa Ondo tiumwe Bwana Ngula anaonise weno musioni wikasi ndo ila sia ilete na bodyguard wake witawa mtetezi na ndo asuma ya kula kuinga bana. So nana seono anake where if you have noticed, Your Excellency, some of these speakers are just young people, and it was deliberate. It was deliberate in this sense, Your Excellency. We wanted them to see their very own. When they see me in my white beard, telling them without knowing, but when Faith, who is an intern of 2020, 2 years ago, and doing things, they know it is possible. That was deliberate, Your Excellency. And I want to really thank my boss, CEO, and to really want to make a difference. And one of the difference something.
Protocols are observed. Good afternoon to now what you. I'm here to represent that young person who doesn't have a job. The jobless team, actually it's the majority here, because if we all had jobs, we wouldn't be seated here, we would be doing jobs there. I'm here to represent young people without securities. We don't have logbooks. We don't have title deeds. We cannot just walk to an office and ask for loans, because what is our security? Nataka kurepresent ile issue iko kwa ground. Tunasema maneno mingi hapa inakaa rahisi, lakini kufanya inatulemea. This is a team of young people that wants to build a nice house. A team that needs to have a good family. A team that needs to educate siblings. A team that needs to feed our parents. But we are not. If we are not able to do all that, we get depressed. We get into drug abuse. We get into other bad habits. And we end up here, we are saying the government is not helping us. Before the government helps us, we need to help ourselves first. How do we do it? We have opportunities, but we don't go for the opportunities. We just complain, this is not happening. I was shocked when we were asked how many people are registered or have registered companies. I thought the issue today would be we have our companies ready and we are not getting the opportunities. But this one falls on us. We need to pick that as a challenge. I know seems to be a little amount of money, 2,000. But how many of you have that 2,000 if we have to do the registration right here? But can we work and we get it? Can we get registered? And the next youth dialogue, we are going to tell the governor, we have our companies ready and we want our jobs given to us. We are losing the opportunities because of lack of knowledge. We are lacking opportunities because of ignorance. And we are lacking opportunities because of our bad mindset. We believe that we get jobs because we will have, the people who have godfathers are the ones who are going to get jobs. We fail to apply for the jobs because probably we don't have money to pay the people that we believe get the money to give us. But that's all a lie. Give it a try, do it, and make sure that you played your part. zile zingine tunawachia Mungu na wale wanaweza kutusaidia. I can say I don't want to count myself as a success story, but I've walked a journey of around 7 years. Yes. Tumekuwa tukifanya mambo ya siasa na hapa majority tunapigana huko kwa WhatsApp groups. Tukisema huyu ni huyu, huyu ni huyu, we forget about ourselves. Governor, my youth sisi ni wale tu. Tutaenda kanisani, tutaimba kwaya, tukienda bar, tunakanyaga crates, tukiitwa maandamano, tutakuwa hapo mbele kwa maandamano. Ni sisi tu. We are complex, we are dynamic. And I still feel that we need to find a way. Hatujapata sisi sijui niseme hatusaidiki. Tutasaidika. Tutajitolea tusaidiwe. There's this elephant in the room that we call youth empowerment, and everyone is speaking. The governor is not empowering us. We have not been given this and that. But if you ask these young people today, what do you want to be done to you? At least Dan Mtetezi will tell us tujenge uwanja ya Kiteni Kakuswe, ataitisha uwanja. But watu wale wengine hatujafanyiwa youth empowerment, hatujatafuta opportunities. So I pray that we change from being that complex human being. Pick one item, you run with it. And on that note, Junaona director ananikaribia, I checked on the budget. And we have allocated, let me say, we appreciate whatever you unajua. Next time, we'll make sure that we appear in public participations. Hatukujangi, lakini tunataka utufanyie kitu. So we will come, give us something, tafadhali. Hao watu wasituambie hiyo maneno mingi. So I think Leaders Foundation, we have a big team here. We have a team we call Tunaweza, leaves an impact. Asanteni sana.
Asante. Your Excellency, before Winnie goes, you know, we had, this morning I met her because I realized she's a very serious entrepreneur. Lakini akaniambia, saa inge na yo governor wone go wago. She has a place where they can do my nails. Alikuwa ananiambia zangu ni chafu. Anambia sijajua how to polish. Ananiambia. Lakini ananiambia kuna shida moja. Anachukuanga mtu afanye hiyo nails, amwajiri. Aki governor ambia maimina si umwaile aiye mauka natia indana hibwa yani oyeli ano ukolile nigo kanendo eba but Your Excellency, I know that is for sure because I have engaged some people and unampea kazi lakini anataka 200 badala ya kazi ya 500. Hiyo ni ukweli. Are we the ones, our enemies? Ama ni wewe walipi?
What I can say about the issue of the job opportunities is that we, the young ZEPT, sometimes should be 2 years ago, we had a meeting for the watu wa jua kali around this town. And I really wanted to understand kwa nini mko na opportunities na mpei the young people. So they would argue, tunaita mtu hakuja tufanye kazi na yeye, hataki kufika kazi mapema, hataki kutia bidii kwa kazi. And then, can you engage such a person? You will get someone else who is more serious, maybe mtu mwenye ako na watoto ni mzee anafaa kulipa fees. But because we really need, when I started Wings Beauty, I was really looking for someone who is, I can live, who can work without supervision, and they do a good job. It was really a struggle. I was advertising like every week, looking for someone. You might feel like, you might think that sikulipa nilikuwa nalipa. I pay. But you don't want to work for what you are paid for, and we are not going to give money that doesn't give us value.
I think that is something to ponder as young people. Are we willing to put in some more for longer and get that lady Faith Eviane, she will tell it takes effort to make Eviane in 2 years. That effort must be with time. Your Excellency, now allow me to bring Masako. Masako, he is the one acting on behalf of the youth director in Makueni. Atuambie nao serikali kuu pengine kidogo, kwa sababu county ishasema iko na vitu vijana hawa. And Your Excellency, tukimaliza Masako we are done. Lakini noni sio kindu. Masako, naomba usonge pale hivi.
Thank you, Bwana Director.
Dakika 2-3.
Your Excellency, the Governor Makueni County, all protocols observed. Vijana mpo? Vijana mpo? Vijana mpo? Your Excellency, kwa majina naitwa Gideon Masako Kwake. I'm current Director Youth Affairs Makueni. I work with the national government. Sitaki kusema mengi kwa sababu najua wizara ya vijana inajulikana kila mahali. Yale mambo ama yale zile programs ambazo tuko nazo zinajulikana. We have so many programs. We have programs touching on entrepreneurship training, life skills training. All that has been mentioned here. The national government has programs touching on all that. I want to approach my hizo dakika 3 nimepewa, nataka kupitia njia nyingine ambayo labda haijapitiwa na most of the speakers wale wameongea hapa. Tumeambiwa pesa za serikali ziko. The money is there. Pesa ziko. But you would ask yourself, what is the problem with our youth? Your Excellency, if I happen to give you the statistics that I have now of the groups that have been funded through Wezo Fund, a national government program, you will be surprised. Why? Of the 4,447 groups that have been funded through Wezo, only 280 groups are youth. Are youth groups. I might ask, kama naweza uliza, vijana tuko na vikundi? Vijana tuko na vikundi? Na ni kwa nini hatuendi kuchukua hizi pesa? I know you will tell me that you don't know, but I know you know. But Your Excellency, I know the challenge, where the challenge lies. Number one, it is our general attitude towards loan. Vijana tuko na kitu inaitwa apathy. Tunaogopa loans sana. Hata tukichukua huwa hatulipi. That is point number one. Tukilipa pia, hata tukilipa, maybe we pay, but we face ama tunakuwa na shida mingi sana wakati tunalipa as compared to women and people with disabilities. The other challenge, apart from general attitude towards loans, is the issue of lack of information. Nakaune kamotengo ndo mwekisia. Nondo neneze, I've been in youth affairs since 2007. Youth tulienda ama obisine. Niguwa kalatigo. Youth tulienda maofisine. And that is where the rubber meets. Yeah? Because most of them, vijana wengi hawaendagi kwa maofisi. Na wakienda, labda wanaogopa, ama waulizi ile maswali ambayo inaweza kuwasaidia. Nimesema sitaki kuongea sana kuhusu zile programs tuko nazo, because I know the challenge that our youth are facing. Only those two issues. Number one, the issue of apathy towards loans, and number two, lack of information. Na ile ingine labda ya tatu, and I think that is where we need to concentrate on. It is the issue of attitude change. Attitude change. Na hapo kuna jambo moja tu ambalo kwangu nimeona since 2007 we have not been able to address that issue to the levels that I think we should be. It is the issue of surrendering our personal leadership to other people. Madam Mukosi, I think that is the biggest challenge that we have. Because utapata vijana wanafuata watu wengine. They don't want to take their personal leadership. They want to, wamepeana responsibility yao to some other corners, to some other centers. And I think that is the biggest challenge, that we don't want to be responsible. We have a program inaitwa Uwezo Fund. Hiyo program, we fund people with disabilities, we fund the youth and women. For you to benefit, that's why I'm saying there is money. For you to benefit, kwa hiyo fund, you must have a registered group. That is the only requirement that you must have. Lazima ukuwa na kikundi ambayo iko registered. This week or next week, I know we shall be issuing some checks in Makueni, around 200 groups. And Mboni, I'm very sure, this week or next week. But the number of youth groups that are there, like here, we have around 94 groups that will be issued with checks. But if you look at the number of youth groups, in fact, there are few. So I want to urge you that, number one, as you live here, let us go out and seek to register youth groups. That is the only way. That is the only strategy that you as youth, you can use to benefit from the government funds. I can say authoritatively that pesa iko. Pesa ya vijana iko. Ni vile sisi vijana hatujajiweka vizuri ili tuweze kupata hizi pesa. We also have what we call youth empowerment centers. That is where we normally train our youth. Tuko na youth empowerment center Mboni. Tuko na youth empowerment center Mutiambua. Na tuko na ingine iko Kibwezi. If you visit those youth empowerment centers, mtajulishwa ama you will be trained on all that. Vile mnaweza kufanya registration ya kikundi. We have officers in each and every sub-county. They will assist you and link you also to the officers wale ambao wanafanya registration ya vikundi. That is social services. The other program that we are rolling is internship pia. Nimekuja na few ambao nafikiri wako hapa hivi. We have interns. We have attaches. We link you to organizations and associations for you to get that attachment. And I'm happy, Your Excellency, Karen and others is part of organizations that we have linked. Na hajawaambia, they have a lot of money. I know you are aware. They have a lot of money through the ministry. So we are urging our youth, kindly come over. Let us talk. Let us discuss. Let us see how the ministry can assist you. We are there for you. Tuko pale kwa County Commissioner's office, first floor, room number 212. Because of time, I don't want to say so much, because we have so many programs that we roll, which I think if I go one by one, it will take too much time. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Bwana Masako. Excellency, it is official. Our partner, government, national government, and even the county government. Now, allow me, Your Excellency, now, before I bring my CEO, just recognize Ngula Oagethani. Nondo ni chairman wa, nondo ni member wa climate change. For that reason, Ngula Ogelo Ogethani peke yake. Dani kalo nani kugethani. Ngula ndogeke ondonge.
Got time. All the time.
The loud is good.
One director, allow me to donate 1 second to my brother Ndani Mutetezi, who also serves me as my personal assistant.
So your time is over. Ama you may donate.
Kwa governor witu ni bila sondesi nengenda ya na anarika enzangu jase mwasio na kwa ni musio But Director, I'll be very brief because today is a day for these youths. Na kwa gavana wetu mpendwa, ni kitu ya ajabu sana kuona hao wanarika wamekuwa hapa kwa ajili yako. That shows that we have the right leadership in Makueni. Na hatuna budi in the land. Ila mwebati wa mwezi edha wito wa county. Kama unateka leta ba kulila magwati ya game yeyo ba kiteta. Besi lema kuiyeyo. Wanengesi umia US. Kwa une wea, makayo kaiba hadi training referees, mwithe magwata wea, tende na kuna game. Cha mwisho governor, Winnie amesema about viwanja. Viwanja vyetu katika Makueni, si katika very pathetic condition. At least wanakuevu ni aonoa na kwa judiciary. But ukienda kule mashinani, hatuna viwanja. Ama namna gani youth in sports? We need basketball courts, one per sub-county. A very superb one. Because we have our minister, Bwana Nicholas, Waziri Nicholas, on a German the other day. I know you are able to the task. Please deliver for us. Thank you very much. May God bless you all. Naende bro, na sana ndo ndanje kana kenesa.
Mwini museo mabinda wanze enda munenge na mbithukisya mwana wa muika weba endo ni need only 1 minute. Reason why nyo mondini no kababa ano kabata indavrenwa na nikulilwe no kebaba ne sexually witu wa Posho Millers ulate na kebaba kilandenis this man mana goni wone request iye toke chathini keke nondo no withwa sexually witu wa ndwala tikite ithina kumbone Mungu ni akopi nendo munengo success story yakwa onini kindu chambe yanda mevukezia kindu chambe umanekana politics is not a career. Politics is not a what? It's not a career. Nenda kwa jenye niba ya mboni from 2007 ila ni andikitu ni the wangavana siasa la ninachio kieba ya mesie na nachio kabale mesie na ambia a very simple business la mboda nina mboda nana ikuwa na abastenti yakako nachio kana ambia you may like it or not nachio kana ambia biashara la mahoteli namba basi eta wa ondo diomwe ono siese nisiakwa nani andikite more than athukumi that no Mungu ne makobi you mwaka bi owe papa owe ba mwaka bi niwe wa Agribusiness through my brain nitina tete ni na geteke ya ICT app ni kwa mkono the past one itatu mwele abula mawe atu also ando thandatu ni maani shata don't tukatenge meki tukitawa white collar jobs nimwezi tukitawa white collar jobs.
Asante mwanangu
teni kema gani ma biashara atiko na biashara.
Asante
nani ndiye kalanzi dishukuru sana na ngiaje waziri zonye na kuona nona mbikieneza wandwa bandini wa meti nuno nezinde de amete nani ndikonya mutu lewe bane wako ninye na bandie binda yingi nina poma CS wa devolution wetu wa engine wa mala. Asante sana, Mungu ambariki.
Asante. Tabreniwa nange we governor no ndeke. Your Excellency, thank you. Allow me now to bring my CEO to take over the program and bring your staff who are here, and then we progress. Karibu sana, CEO agenda.
Thank you so much for this opportunity. Your Excellency, the Governor, Waziri, Gender, Youth, Sports and Children, Waziri Elizabeth, Education ICT, Waziri Sonia, my fellow colleagues, wana youth, niaje? Mko aje? Good afternoon. Mkonja, mtakula. I want to take this opportunity, Your Excellency, to say that the team that you're seeing here, up to now, we've been able to receive 470 youth who have registered with us in that table. And this wouldn't have been reached if we didn't have a good team with me in the department and also in the Department of Devolution. So I want to recognize directors who are here from my department. I've seen Acting Director Rushia, please. The youth officers who are here, kindly come forward for introduction. I want also to recognize the ward admins who are here, kindly come forward for introduction. We want to see you. I'm doing this because without them we couldn't have reached this number. It is because of them that we were able to reach this number. And I want them to say their name, what they do, a very brief introduction, and then something else will follow. Hamuonekani, kujeni hapa mbele. So I want to start with the directors, kindly.
Nito Boniface Mutinga, Director of Youth Affairs.
Good afternoon, Your Excellency and all protocols observed. My name is Rushia Angila, Acting Director for Gender and Social Services. Very soon, God willing, we are rolling out at Theka, and I want to believe that the youths will be the highest percentage in benefiting from the fund. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm Martina Kimeu, Youth Development Officer, West East. I also coordinate sports. Thank you.
Thank you. My name is Cyrus Mwanzia, Youth Officer for Kibwezi West. Thank you.
Hello. Naitwa Titan Sai, fanya kazi Kaiti, like Kilome Sub-County. Asante.
God is good and all the time. My name is Maureen Waidera, the Youth Development Officer for Kimboni Sub-County.
Justice Mwakavi, Youth Coordinator, Agribusiness at the HQ.
My name is Mbindio, the Acting Sub-County Administrator, Makueni Sub-County.
I'm Jambo. I'm August Ngonzi, Sub-County Administrator, Kibwezi East.
Joseph Mutie, Ward Administrator, Ukia Ward, representing Kaiti Sub-County.
I'm Titus Maweu, Acting Sub-County Administrator, Kilome. Thank you.
And my name is Nicholas Mutie, Ward Admin Gumo, representing the Sub-County Admin, Kibwezi West.
All protocols observed. I'm Patrick Mutisa, Sub-Board Administrator, Go Sub-Board. Thank you.
Monica Nzisa Kilonzo, Youth Development Apprentice. Your Excellency, it's my wish that I'll be the officer Kilome Sub-County because apparently Winnie is not with us. I'm working with Titus. Yes.
I'm Harrison Mololo. I'm a former Youth and Gender Officer in Makueni County Government, a former Ward Administrator in Makueni County Government, currently serving as the Deputy Manager of the municipality. Asante sana.
Madam, we have one youth officer who is not here. Ameenda tu kushughulika, anashughulika kwa hii event. The Sub-County Officer Makueni anaitwa Winfred Jacob. Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much. Your Excellency, that is the team that we've been working with to bring this group here today. I want to say that in the Department of Gender, Youth, Sports, Children and Social Services, we have this Directorate of Youth that we've been able to do this work today. And it's a honor to be here today because we want to showcase what we've been able to do as a department and the plans that we still hold so dear to us and the plans that we have for the youth of Makueni. I want to say that when the Director for Procurement was speaking, so many people wanted to really see him. I am short. I want to stand somewhere here so that you can all see me. It is a very good opportunity because it is by now that we are talking of uploading the budget on the IFMIS, and we've not yet started anything so far. So I want to say that it is a good opportunity because by now, if you're still applying for the procurement services and also the jobs that you have in the county, this is the right time, because when you have your company registered now, by the time we have the budget ready for utilization, for implementation, then you'll have a higher chance to be considered, in the procurement plan that we have. So TNBD, mlete hizo kampuni, how the director has said, and when we have these tenders out, you can make a plan to apply, and we'll be able to ensure that we have the 30%. We are the accounting officers, and we have to ensure that this has to go to the right people. So in these departments, I'm talking on behalf of the other chief officers, we'll be able to ensure that we get the 30% from AGPO. That ensures that the youth, the women, they are actually represented, also people living with disability. I am happy to report that this is the department also that deals with people living with disability, and it is a honor because you'll also ensure that people living with disability are actually catered for, not only for this department but also in the procurement of the other departments that we have in Makueni County. It is actually good to be here because I also want to say that I started here in Makueni County for my attachment when I was in the campus. And while I was in campus, I was able to also join Red Cross. That was the first person to speak. Out of that, I also got my first employment with Kenya Red Cross. I was working at Kibwezi with Kenya Red Cross out of what I was able to do as a youth. So you're on the right track, you're on the right path. When you start engaging yourself in these activities as early as now, you can be able to tap something big, not only what you're able to see, but what is hidden. I want to say that with the support of the Department of ICT, how many of you have benefited from Tetheka before? Tetheka? Ila na iko, ni mwa benefiti kumagola kwa Tetheka? Nikki. But I have seen that we have so many groups which are here, so many groups which have been registered as groups. But with collaboration with ICT, we are looking forward to actually starting implementing this fund again, ensuring that you get this funding as groups. And because it is going digital, we will be able to do this online. And I know Waziri Elizabeth will talk something about that. And we are looking forward to having many youths as possible, so that you apply for these loans, this money, you get this money and you do something that is going to benefit you. What I want to encourage you is once you get this money, please, usikuwa mtu wa kuomba tu pesa and you can't do anything in return. Sababu, it's a loan that you're going to give. But again, you have to refund the money back. So ukipata pesa, fanya something that is going to benefit you as a person, something that is going to benefit you as a community, something that you can look at you and say you are able to do ABCD, that has brought something on the table for your family and for your community. Thank you very much, because I know going forward, we're going to have these groups registered and you're going to benefit from this department. Your Excellency, today is your day, because I understand that we as the youth try to showcase what they have, the talents that they have, the dreams that they have. They also showcase, or they also express the challenges that they're facing. And these challenges can be addressed better by the departments that we have. But I know, because you have the agenda for the youth, it is a good day that you can address that and see how best we can collaborate with all the stakeholders who are here to ensure that these challenges that we have as youth, they're able to come to a standstill, and you're going to have, the agendas being, the objective being met at the end of the day. I don't want to say much because my Waziri is here, and it is now my pleasure to welcome him to say something, and also welcome the CMs here. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon. Simuemuke kidogo na mstretch. Tafadhali. Naelewa, ndio sababu ninajua mnasinzia. Haya, tukaeni. Your Excellency, the Governor, my colleagues in the Cabinet, and all protocols observed. Vijana, hamjambo. Hamjambo. Yes, my name is Nicholas Masila Nzioka, Waziri Jinsia, watoto, vijana, michezo na huduma za jamii kaunti yetu ya Makueni. I want to say that I'm very delighted to be here today. Before I proceed with my comments, I'm accompanied by my very able waziris from various departments who have joined us. And some of them have very, very good stuff that you need to listen to. We are not far from the tail end of this program. Kindly listen keenly. By the time you leave this place, you should be having something to take home. Allow me to welcome. You know, the Department of ICT, Education and Internships, you cannot detach it from the Department of Gender. There are things we do together and we must do together for the betterment of this team that is here, the youth. Karibu, Waziri.
Your Excellency, our Governor, Honorable Mutula Kilonzo Jr., my colleague Waziris, the staff from the county government, and the youth. Hi. Hi. How are you? Mko poa? Hata mimi niko poa. My name is Elizabeth Ndunge Muli, the ECM in charge of ICT education and internship, Numete Kilome sub-county. Watu wa Kilome mko? Thank you very much. So Your Excellency, allow me to just have a conversation with our youth on the things and the opportunities that we have in the Department of ICT Education and Internship. Today, first and foremost, I cannot hide my joy because when I see Makhood, I see the product of Ajiri Center. Those young men and women took the opportunity and did the heavy lifting. Today, their music is being listened across the country. Please give that team a good clap. So, wana youth wetu, we have opportunities. And the first opportunity I want to speak about is in the section of IMV, the Internship, Mentorship, and Volunteerism section in my department. I know most of us are in school and we are having trouble getting attachment. Today, Your Excellency, I'm proud to say, Makueni County is the only county tumepatiana attachment mpaka hazikuji tena. We have automated the attachment application process and you can apply for your attachment from the comfort of wherever you are. You don't have to come to the county for you to be able to do that. Since we launched this portal in May, Your Excellency, we have received 400 applications from across the country, but we give first priority to Makueni citizens. And we have been able to place over 200 attachees across our county. Mpaka applications hazikuji anymore. That is a good initiative, and that means that we care for our youth who are in school. Please take the attachment portal URL so that you can share with our brothers and sisters who didn't make it here. Ndio wakiwa shule, wakipata hiyo nafasi ya kuitisha attachment, waweze kuapply. They don't have to travel to Wote for them to do that. The whole process is online until you receive your letter. The only time you come to Makueni is when you are coming to report. So you can access this URL through www.ivas.makueni.go.ke. Thank you, Excellency, again. Once again, I cannot hide my joy. I have seen interns that have come through Makueni County. This is a program that His Excellency took very seriously, and he actually tasked me to ensure that every year we have over 100 interns placed in the Public Service Board. And Your Excellency, I'm happy to say, across all departments, at the moment we have 100 interns serving in the county. And just to let you know, hatucheleweshi mshahara zao siku hizi, inaingia pamoja na yetu. So we are empowering them through the small kitty that we give them so that they can start doing a few things here and there. She is a testimony of what, when you are given an opportunity, you can do. The reason why we give you this internship is so that you can learn on the job. When you are placed in finance or in ICT or in agriculture, take that opportunity and find a gap and give us a solution. As a county, we are ready to listen to the solutions that you're providing, because you're providing solutions that can help our people. The other opportunity we have in the department, Your Excellency, we have county technical training institutes spread across the county. Actually, we have 59 in number. I know not all of us can get A's or go to universities, but these are institutions that have been invested by the county to help all of us who could not get A's and be administered in the university. So please, and where we are today actually, the PWD TTI is one of those institutions. Those items that are there, being displayed there, zimeshonewa hapa na wanafunzi wetu wa hapa TTI wanapata pesa kupitia kwa hizo vitu. So take advantage of the technical training institutes in your ward, because I can assure you, all the wards in Makueni have a TTI. Go there, learn something. You could also be in school doing a master's for something or a bachelor's, but you can go there and learn to be a carpenter. Pesa ya carpenter haina tofauti na hiyo pesa ingine. So take the opportunity and go and learn. It is my plea to you as my fellow youth. Nimeambiwa na Mutinga nishapita hiyo, but I'm just there, that you can go to these institutions and empower yourselves. Your Excellency, allow me to speak about the Ajiri Center that Mambo talked about. The Ajiri Center is a project of a partnership with Ajiri and MasterCard and Makueni County. This center has empowered over 60, I think over 100 youths who have come in there and recorded their music. Please take the opportunity. Go there. If you have a talent of DJing, we train DJs, we train musicians, we record your music. And just next to the studio, Your Excellency, we have state-of-the-art computers. So you can actually record your music and get out there for free and open a YouTube channel, upload and start getting money from views. I know TVL here can tell us the advantages that he has had when he gets there. Thank you very much for the opportunities that you've given us through the Ajiri Center. Your Excellency, this is a department that is mandated to automate the county services. First and foremost, I want to assure you that we are very passionate about doing that, because we want our people, not just our youth, to be able to access county services at the comfort of wherever they are. I know most of you witnessed the launch of My County app. More services will be coming through My County app. First and foremost, the Tetheka Fund. We are in the process of working with Safaricom to digitize and automate all the processes of Tetheka Fund. So youth, mutakuwa mna apply hizo loans mkiwa hata kwa nyumba. And when you apply, I'm told that it used to take 6 months for your application to be processed. Waziri has assured me, and the controls we have put in that system, that in 2 days, you can apply and get your loan. Itakuwa kama mshwari. Unaitisha pap, ni wewe sasa uamue vile utaitumia. So we are making initiatives in ICT to really ensure that our people in Makueni, including our youth, they are able to access these services easily. Your Excellency, everything is digital nowadays. And you cannot do digital work if you're not digitally literate. So in the department, I know we have 15 community ICT centers spread across the county. Please take advantage. These centers are equipped with computers and we have internet. Go there and learn about ICT. Even the basic of uploading your products. I know we are working with trade to launch the Makueni Soko, the e-Soko platform. And this youth can be able to upload their products on the Makueni Soko platform and sell. And you don't have to have data bundles. You just need to access one of our community ICT centers, starting with our Water Tech and Innovation Hub. I know most of you know that our green space now, our green park, is Wi-Fi enabled. So please, don't wait to suffer at home. Take advantage of the opportunities that His Excellency has provided for us, and I'm sure Makueni County will never be the same again, because we are going to have youth that are empowered to deliver and look for money to enable themselves, so that we don't become people of begging all the time. I know we can do it. Your Excellency, allow me to speak about the opportunities we have in education, because also this is a department where education is domiciled. I know most of us are going through a lot and we are in school. I wish to inform you that we have put aside some money for bursaries at all wards in the county. So please, youth, this is where we need you to do the heavy lifting. When the bursary application process is announced, take advantage, go and pick your application forms from the ward administrators and fill in. Please, because nobody will do that for you. Take the opportunity, fill in for those bursaries, and I'm sure, because this is money set aside to help the bright and needy students, I am sure that we are going to benefit. And these bursaries, Your Excellency, cut across all levels of education in our technical training institute. So you don't have to be going to the university. You can just be joining our VTC for you to go and learn how to to do carpentry and masonry. So please take advantage of that and make sure that you benefit from that. And finally, Your Excellency, I know I was sharing with my colleague, Dr. Sonia. She's a beneficiary of overseas scholarship. Most of us here could want to go and study or enhance our education out there. We are going to schedule an online meeting so that we can give you and sensitize you on how you can be able to benefit from some of these overseas. I know some of us may not know the processes and procedures, but please, when that opportunity comes, I know we will work very closely with Vincent, TVL, to push the information to you. When that opportunity comes, please join. You may never know when that could be your time. So with those few remarks, or very many, Waziri, thank you very much. I implore you as our youth, take advantage. We have a governor that is very passionate about empowering us. Thank you.
Makofi tena. Those kind of stuff you can only get here from Makueni, not anywhere else. Karibu Waziri, Environment.
Wow, thank you. Saseni, mko poa? Watu wa Masongaleni? Ama wajakuja? Watu wa Kibwezi East? Mmekaa wapi? Yay! Yes, thank you so much. With all protocols observed. My name is Dr. Sonia Nzelani Mosioka, the Waziri for Lands, Urban Planning and Development, Environment and Climate Change. Your Excellency, I would want to mention that I'm here wearing different hats. One is that I miss being a youth. When I was nominated for this position, I saw people write on Facebook, at least governor amekumbuka my youth. I don't want to say nimepita youth, but niko tu hapo, nimekatalia hapo. I'm 18 till I die. So every year I just turn, yes. This year I will be turning 18 for, I think 30-something time hapo. So sitoki 18, so I'm still your representative hata nikitoka hiyo 35. So feel appreciated, feel represented. The hat which people know me for is for academics. The daktari I've said is not for medicine. Yes, ni masomo. I have a PhD in natural resources and life sciences from hiyo university hata siwezi pronounce, but iko Vienna, Austria. As Waziri Education told you, I'm a great beneficiary of scholarships. I have done 3 degrees abroad and 11 postgraduate courses, all abroad. So, yes. Yes, bado nikiwa 18. Yes,
in short, I've really traveled around. I'm on my second passport. Ya kwanza ishaja. Na inakuanga na pages ngapi? 34. Yes. So those are 34 countries and the other one is around iko katikati. So I want to say that I didn't intend to study. I started studying after undergraduate. By the way, I did the same degree as BSc in fisheries. Na ukiwa university imedharauliwa sana. Yes. So I became, after undergraduate, I got a job, and after a year I became jobless. So studying was as a result of being jobless. Someone told me, enda usome tu ndio ile siku utakumbuka, when you were jobless, you had something out of it. And I was very lucky to get the first scholarship to go to Italy. Then after finishing my master's in 2014, I also was jobless again. So it is where I got my second heart of community service. I started community service. Watu wa Kibwezi walisha, so yeah. Yes. I started an organization called Kibwezi Well Wishers, where we give back to the society. We plant a lot of trees. My other name is Siometi, Nondo Bandamiti. So, and it has grown to be an NGO, one of the biggest NGOs in Makueni. Yes, Siometi, Nondo Ameti. Yes. So you can see, when you are jobless, something good can come out of you. And Your Excellency can tell you, he knew me through Kibwezi Well Wishers. So you can be known not for your name, but for what you do. Yes. So use that time when you are jobless. When I was jobless, I did this. Like for me, when I was jobless, I did my PhD. And when I did my studies up to PhD. And again, when I was jobless, I started an NGO. I've been a lecturer in Southeastern Kenya University. Kuna products. Yes, that's where I've been a lecturer for like 8 years before he saw me and appointed me to this level. So I'm very grateful. So you can take your time. Don't just sit at home. The other one is now being your Waziri for Lands, Urban Development, Environment and Climate Change. We do a lot of youth-related functions. In our conservation effort, we promote a lot of tree nurseries. Nani akona tree nursery hapa? Yes, munione before muende. All those who have tree nurseries, because we are doing a lot of conservation, and we do also train people with the nurseries. And last year we had a very successful program in my department. We were calling it One Shop, One Tree program. We want our towns to turn green, and this year, Your Excellency, we want to have one youth, one tree program. Who wants to be part of it? Yes. So all the youth, I understand you are 15 from each ward, is it? So nitaanza now, Governor. Every youth who is here, come December, look for me within your wards. We'll give each group 500 trees. We start from there. Sawa. So thank you, and I know you've had a very long day. Your Excellency will tell you some of other things in my department which we do. So feel appreciated, and I must appreciate the youth who are working with me. Trump, wasalimie. Yes, Trump is a board member of Emali municipality, which the municipalities are under me, and Ngula is part of the Climate Change Steering Committee. So thank you so much, and jisikie mko, and being picked among the 15 to represent your own ward is not something small. It starts there. Thank you so much.
Muongezee kidogo. Asante, najua mmechoka. Mimi yangu yatakuwa machache. But hata mimi nisikizeni. I'm very sure you have heard virtually all that you wanted to hear today. But allow me to say this. I'm not in that youthful bracket. Mimi ni mzee, nimezeeka kiasi. But I have people in your category. I'm also a parent. I attended a function in one of the youth groups about the university students. And I shared something that I'll share with you today. Youth. no employer will pay you enough money. Na msiseme nimeajiriwa mimi. No employer will give you enough money to get rich. Let me be very honest with you. Before you even think of that white collar job, can you ask yourself, do I package myself for that post that I'm applying? Reason, in my last assignment before I joined the county government, I was working in the Senate. I used to receive applications from across the county of Makueni because I know virtually every corner of this county. And I came to a conclusion. We may be seeking those jobs, but something called communication skills is a challenge to us. Tukubali, tukatae. Writing an official letter is a problem. Updating your CV to match the standards that are required is also a problem. Go back to the drawing board. Package yourself properly for that job. Let me tell you something, young ladies and gentlemen. We may overlook some very basic things and which have direct impact on our future life. For example, volunteer work. And I want to start by citing an example from my own household. No employer will give you skills, very few, and at the same time pay you. It's only the county government of Makueni, maybe. Wacha niwaambie ukweli. Somebody offers to train you, to give you skills that you'll use to bounce to the next level. If you are given that opportunity, grab and run with it. That recommendation letter you get from that employer will help you to shape your life in the future. In my 4 years in high school, at least 2 out of the 3 terms, I volunteered to work in hospitals without pay. Not because I am a product of charity, but I saw the need and somebody encouraged me to do it. Take that route if you care. Those letters you get from those bodies that give you that opportunity, they will shape you in your days ahead. You may look at the money value, the shortcut you want in life, but that volunteer work, it's also part of your character development. You learn a lot. I have a daughter who is about to clear university in the next 1 month. And then she told me that inataka attachment. Nastaki pale silipwi. Yes, when I say it's from my household, I know what I mean. She has enough money for me, but she wants somebody to give her skills at the same time pay her. We must change from that mindset. Let us think beyond money. Na hiyo shortcut tunataka ya maisha hakuna. Let us take the staircase. Na Waziri Sonia huwa ananiambia niwaambie nyinyi wa youth, anytime any forum naenda, if you are not part of the discussion, you become part of the menu. If you are not at the discussion table. Yes. If you are not at the discussion table, you become part of the menu. During the launch of Ajiri Center here, something happened that was very strange, and that was an eye-opener to a number of people. I had spoken and I just challenged the youth who are there. Get an opportunity, grab it, run away with it. Watu wanauliza maswali, mambo can attest to this. Even the governor was there. Wanauliza maswali, wengine mnajikunja. You don't want to even to participate. Eh? Mtu anauliza tu, hata kama hajui chenye anauliza, 3 people ended up getting jobs. Eh? Umeambiwa mambo na Justus Mwakabi. Kuna mtu aliinua pesa, akasema mwenye anataka pesa. It's only wenye waliamka wakaenda kuchukua ni walipata pesa. Those 3 people got jobs. Today they are eating life with a big spoon. Let me challenge you, young ladies and gentlemen. Nobody will bring you money to your house. You have to struggle. It's a challenge Because even in our offices, most of the youthful people, the parents are the ones looking for jobs for them. Your mother or your father is looking for a job for you. Na wewe umesoma na yeye hajasoma. So who is explaining the case for the other? Unapea mzazi makaratasi yatembea nayo huko kwa barabara. Go and knock those offices. There's a language you can explain that your parent may not understand. Akianza kuuliza umesomea nini, anasema anaanza kutoa makaratasi. Siku hizi hata we are going paperless. Kama ni CV unatuma online. Mwenye anafuadiwa inatumwa online. Hakuna pahali karatasi inabebwa. Let us take the challenge. Let us avoid the laziness. Tuache uzembe. Kabisa. You have been told about the opportunities in the Department of Gender, Children, Youth, Sports and Social Services. We call it the Department of the People. You cannot detach the department from any sector of the society. Everybody is accommodated in that department. It has staff who are very passionate about any of those sectors. The youth, the PWDs, the children, women, the elderly, name them. And now when it comes to sports. So far, I can say, so good in the sports directorate. Makueni is leading everywhere. Of course, most of the players are youthful. Or there are people in the youth bracket. Now, Kizungumukuti iko kwa hii directorate ya youth. And that's why this forum is timely. It has come at the right time. The new financial year, no operations yet to start. You guys have all the opportunities at your disposal. Grab those opportunities, run with them. My forest within the county. The youth do not participate in public participation, but we are the first to complain. I attended one of the forums in Kimakio Kalanzoni. There was only one guy who presented issues on sports. Pesa yenu, the trick now is in public participation. If you don't attend those forums, hakuna pesa itakuwa kwa youth programs, kwa ward fund. Na sababu we have left this matter to our fathers and mothers. Wataenda waitisha barabara, maji, dawa kwa hospitali, yes. But that youth stuff, inapitwa tu. Then we complain the government is not doing enough. Let us do our part, let the government do their part. Now, you've been told about the Makueni County Empowerment Fund, TEDECA Fund. We are working very closely with the Department of ICT and the Safaricom to engineer this fund. It is targeting the youth, women, men, PWDs on matters empowerment. This time, things are going to change because you're going to apply for that money online, pesa utapata online within a span of 2 days. Initially, you used to apply, your application inaenda inakaa, you forget even that you applied, pesa inawekwa kwa bank, wengine hata hawajui kama pesa iko kwa account, mpaka pesa yenyewe inaanza kurudishwa. Let us take advantage of this fund. We are going to roll it out very soon. Let us make money from the money, and let us also develop a culture of repaying those loans so that others can also benefit. There will be enough money. And nimesikia uwezo fund iko. All those funds, they are meant for you. They are not meant for us. Personally, I will not apply for TEDECA fund because I will not qualify. But you do. And again, hizo tenders mnasema mna apply, you can also accept that money from TEDECA. You apply, you repay, and you make your own money. Sindio? But if you don't apply, you will not get. I want to say something about something that was asked by Dan about the coaches, referees. My colleague, the disability mainstreaming officer, and I attended the Special Olympics in Berlin, Germany last month. And there are goodies that will come with that trip. Tomorrow morning, we are going to hold a meeting with the Special Olympics Kenya with the governor. There is a league we want to run for women in football. Yes, it's going to run across the county. The sponsorship comes from Nike through Special Olympics International. It's going to come with a package on training of referees, coaches, because Special Olympics is not just the usual game. It is targeting those with intellectual challenges. But out of 11 players aside, 6 being the so-called athletes, 5 will be just the normal players. So 6, 5. There'll be enough chances of training. Actually, we are targeting almost 1,000 people. Take advantage of those trainings, acquire those skills, you'll apply them to make money. So on the issue of refereeing and coaching, that will be taken care of very soon, because that league is supposed to end by early March next year. And we are going to have it big and better than any other league that we have had in the past, because it's going to attract even guests from outside the country to come and witness. On the pitches and the courts, as a department,
siku zile za maneno matupu na kuandika makaratasi chati sijui nini on youth, hiyo equation. Waziri Nicholas, I am sure, because these are the majority, are the majority in Makueni. You can actually truly shine if you make sure that zile budget mnatengeneza. Na nimesema hivi, kama kuna vitu wanaweza kufanya za biashara, msiwaambie waanze kufanya biashara, wanunulieni hizo machines muwapatie. Kama ni zile za magari, wale wanataka kushona, muwapatie. That is the way to, this is a government of. So I want an opportunity. In fact, hii meeting ingekuwa na tungeita watu wote. Family Bank should be here, Cooperative Bank should be here, KCB should be here. Si tunawapatia biashara, si hao wanaweza kupatia hao pesa pia. So let's call a meeting. The third one, what bothers me about our education system ni mwende usema. Whatever we can do, na wacheni niseme tu ukweli. I'm not doing this for politics. It's not for politics. It cannot be for politics. Because if it's for politics, it's a waste of time. I'm doing this so that you get an opportunity, siku moja, wewe, ukue kama huyu mama wa Eviani, uandike mtu kasi. Ama Winnie na wale wengine. I was offered an opportunity. I tell this story, people think it's a joke. At 17, I was a messenger. I was a cleaner at 17 years old. By the time I was 30, I was the managing director of that company. Yes. I used to clean. Now I'm the governor. Do I look shorter? So, ukipata nafasi, and I wish I could get that saying, if you get an opportunity, mtu akupatie kazi, just like alikuwa nasema, do it so well that siku ile utaenda, huyo mtu amekuajiri ama alikupatia kazi ufanye, atashangaa ulienda wapi. Even if it's a contract, do it to your best of ability. And since Makueni has produced the best, I'm sure you can be the best. Mimi nataka niwapatie motisha. All is not lost. You can make it, and you can make it for your families, and you can become a difference. The fact that you have been chosen amongst so many people, number 15 here, we want you to become our ambassadors. Ambassadors uko for what? We have 30 ambassadors for renewable energy. We have picked 30. I hope kuna mtu hapa amongst our renewable energy ambassadors, hakuna? Yes, yes, we have one person. For which ward? Mobile? There's another one. You see? Is there another one? We want ambassadors for everything. Ndo tuweze kusaidia. We have a very interesting project, nitawaambia. Tunatakana tutafute used cooking oil. Used? Ndio yule mfanyabiashara yako pale kwa Kadhoka anunue used cooking oil. Yaani atakuwa ananunua used cooking oil, anaenda kuirefine. So we want to set up a center somewhere here. We are looking pamoja. Ni nani atakuwa akitafuta hiyo mafuta yote? And you're going to make money. Na ako ready. He's ready to do it. It's the first of its kind in the whole country. Kazi yake ni kununua mafuta ile imetumika, unaweka kwa chupa, anakupimia, unanunua. And many other things ambazo tutawaambia. Same with zile vitu wanafanya za kupanda mbuni, etc. You can make money out of very little things. So, I wish you well. God bless you. Tukikataa kuweka Mungu mbele, the rest is a waste of time also. You are what? You are done. No, we are, man. Nasia mwe inowe mwithi wakwa. Wish. Ona kwe kwata. Disa sawa. Tuikala nenyu, nigana withi. Ona tuyuma maofisini. Mundu tuikala maofisini forever. Nenyu tukatia omwe obando mutonyo kwambatia mundu obando bange yolango abanatu amuti, so that your parents na Waziri Nicholas is saying something that has bothered me. Pegi vetike kuya mavendeni kengone asimu about mwalimu na tiwo kuongonia na niwo waendie skutu pe mutumia mugowe na miaka yana matiliko akonea simu yodoa mwana wena degree na diwe ongonea mwana. Nicholas no mwezi. We are overburdening our parents who have already educated us. Mkifanya vizuri mtapumzisha wazazi wetu. And your joy should be making sure that your parents are proud of you wherever they are, and the guardians. Tujipigieni makofi. Somebody said this in English. I can't remember whether it's Wordsworth, Oliver. I like quoting him. Bliss it was. How did they say it? Do you remember? You want to Google? Bliss it was to be awake in the morning, but to be young was very heaven. Be proud of your youth. It's not a curse. It's not a curse that you are young. And it's not a curse that you are the age you were. Use that age. Utafika miaka yangu na utakuwa ukishangaa what you were doing 20 years ago. I tell you people, when I was 25 years old, 25, somebody walked into my office, akaniuliza, wewe, hey, how can you represent me? Wewe, kijana mdogo namna hii. Nikamwambia, wewe, tukutane kotini, nitakuonyesha how I can represent you. Guess who that person is? The President of the Republic of Kenya. Asante.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Wow. Your Excellency, I was afraid to tell them I used to clean some toilets, and now that you have said you used to clean, I can actually say. It really gives me joy, Your Excellency, that you have come to grace and speak to your young people. Tunakushukuru sana. I'm actually doing the vote of thanks so that we can now break out. On behalf of the Department of Gender, Youth, Children, Sports and Social Services, we thank you, Your Excellency, for loving us this much, to create time to be with us. Your Excellency, I know we did not have everybody speak. We had quite a number of people here. I know Ajira Digital are also here, Kitise Rulo, quite a number of people that have been engaged with youths, and all of our speakers, many